Good morning, everyone. Dr. Vicky here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center. Today is the 12th of November. It is a Tuesday, and the moon is in Aries. It moved into Aries early this morning, and will conjunct its own north node later today. The Aries moon is instinctual, can be impulsive, can be aggressive, especially if it feels like it's being attacked in any way. And we have a square between Mercury and Saturn today. Mercury, of course, is how our minds work. Saturn creates obstacles and can also tend us towards negative thinking. I'll talk a little bit more about that, but I do want to point out that despite the fact that we've had nights in the 30s here, these roses continue to show their colors, and also they still smell beautifully. So I just want you to know, I see this as a symbol of the divine feminine, which is still around. Of course, Kamala was the great hope, the great brown hope, perhaps, or beige hope, I guess, for the divine feminine. But she's one of more than half the population of us, so just keep that in mind. All right, so we're going to feel maybe a little defensive today, and also easy enough to get into arguments. Mercury square Saturn. This square is a last quarter crisis in consciousness square. So what is being challenged are our beliefs in how the system is set up, as to whether the system works. And many of us are questioning that, right? Not simply because for those people on this channel, probably that our candidate seems to have lost, but that it's not even that, as much as the fact that a person who would not accept his loss running for a democracy was allowed to run again. I think that is really the sin. If there's a sin here, it's that. And I think perhaps that is a sin that lies at the feet of both Republicans, probably in the guise of the Supreme Court, and Democrats in the guise of, in an attempt to be fair, they dropped the ball. You can't really be fair with somebody who doesn't play by the rules if you say that this is a country of laws. Obviously, they don't care about them. They never did, and they never will. I also want to say this. I've been watching the news and watching readers apologize for what they saw. I don't think we need to apologize for what we see. We see what we see. Is there a bias? Of course there's a bias. And, a lot of people come to us because they have the same bias. We can't always know what is going to ultimately happen. And then in the long run, if it's not the best possible thing that could happen, and I know that's a hard pill to swallow, and I know a lot of us are still sort of reeling, but it's only over if we agree to it, right? If we agree to it. It's never been easy. We are more enlightened, we are more aware, we are more connected. Perhaps things will change quicker than if we're all in our own little silos, not really being aware. But there's enough of us out there now with a broadened awareness. So we start again, right? We start again, perhaps a little smarter, a little wiser, a little less cheery-eyed optimistic, perhaps. I mean, I'm guilty of that, and you're welcome, because I don't want to. I do, my point is that you do you do create your own reality within the reality of the collective, right? And perhaps the collective hasn't quite caught up to their power yet. They still think that somebody outside of them is going to save them. It's called victim consciousness. And so if you want to sit in that victim consciousness, you will, yes, in fact, be a victim. And it's a choice. So don't, up to you. If you want to be a victim, then go right ahead. If you don't want to be a victim, we make a different choice, right? We make a different choice. We focus our intentions on what we want to see in the world. We take steps to go there. We become the change. We are the people. It is an awakening of our power, guys. And sometimes you have to feel so disempowered and so sad and bad that you decide you're not going to feel sad and bad anymore. And that's an internal decision that we all have to make. So the yard is starting to, the leaves are starting to fall away. And we will just see the trees and the brambles soon. But it's been a real pleasure to be your morning. I'm not going anywhere, by the way. This isn't a swan song or anything. But yeah, we're still here. I'm still here. You're still here. We're still here. And we're going to make the best of this, and even better. We know more than we knew before, and we have each other. We didn't have that in the beginning last time. Okay, have yourself a great day, everyone. It's going to be challenging. Don't argue with people. It's going to be fruitless today. It's just going to make you feel bad, and they're going to feel like they can just beat you up. Don't allow it. Don't allow it. Extract yourself from any situation where you feel like somebody is taking shots at you. F them, man. F them. Oh, where did that come from? Oh, Jersey. Right, I'm from Jersey. Originally. You probably can hear it occasionally in my accent. All right, guys. I love you guys. I love you so much. You guys have made this journey fun, exciting, and pleasant, considering what we've been moving through. All right. So what's going on? Wednesday on Ona's channel, Moonshine. We have this full moon coming up in Taurus conjunct Uranus, the same Uranus that disrupted everything, disrupted the game, is not done yet disrupting the game. So you never know, guys. You never know. Not saying. All right. I love you guys. I'll see you again tomorrow morning, as always. For me and Charlie, who actually is in the house warming up because he wanted to go out super early this morning and it's cold. And Apollo, who's eating his pistachios right now. And Mikey, who's probably still sleeping. Namaste.